What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I don't know what is going on in Fulton County, but I suspect it is a lot of cheek clapping going on. A lot of sisters out there seem to be, hiring dudes. And, if they don't want to give them what they're doing, not a lot, but some, right? And, they're just bullying dudes. And it don't matter if the guy is married. It don't matter if the guy got a girlfriend. In fact, they can be married. And if they want the guy, that's all that matters. I want him. You can't have him. And if you want to end the relationship, that's what's going to happen. This is no different than Natalie Hall. In the case of Natalie Hall, here's what happened. Natalie Hall is a Fulton County commissioner, currently married. She ended up dealing with this guy by the name of Calvin Brock. Calvin Brock was in a relationship with her. Now, this guy, he did a little bit of lying too, right? He had a girlfriend at the time, and he was also sleeping with Natalie Hall. He said that he was doing this because, she was making him, which I think also is a lie. Because Natalie Hall is older, but I would still clap them cheeks. So he became fired because he didn't want to do it anymore. She was married and all that other stuff. And so he got fired. He took her to court. He won $1 million settlement because he was wrongly terminated. Once he was wrongly terminated, and during the case, ex-girlfriend of Calvin Brock dropped some really cold receipts. I want to play that and come back.
Camelia Harris is an ex-girlfriend of former Chief of Staff Calvin Brock. Harris told the court County Commissioner Natalie Hall interfered in her relationship with Brock, and she says the elected official's meddling was the reason the relationship ended. Harris, who is a business owner and mother, says she called her boyfriend Brock in March of 2020, but it was Commissioner Hall who answered the phone. Harris says the commissioner would not give her name but claimed she was Brock's fiancée. Ms. Harris told the court later that day she began receiving text messages from an untraceable number stating that Brock had spent the night with an unidentified woman. Harris says she told Hall in a text, quote, "I will handle this with Brock, and you just ended his career." The 44-year-old said she hired a private investigator to figure out who was texting her. She says the PI told her the untraceable number came back to Commissioner Hall. Harris told the court she is the one who filed the anonymous complaint about the sexual affair between Hall and Brock on the Fulton County whistleblower hotline. County Auditor Anthony Nix testified he never investigated the complaint because it came into the county on an employee tip line, and Harris was not an employee.
So that is that, right? Let's now deal with some other things. So what happened was Fulton County has to somehow pay for the commissioner's mistake. So what they have said is, listen, since you want to go out here and get lawsuits and get your cheeks clapped all day and night and not actually work and have an attitude about it, we're going to remove the money from your budget to pay this guy, which has pissed off the Fulton County's commissioner. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play this clip because I know it's hard to believe, but this is what is doing.
Fulton County commissioners made history today voting to take away money from one of their colleagues, Commissioner Natalie Hall. The action comes after a sexual harassment lawsuit led to $1 million judgment against the county. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez is live outside the Fulton County Government Center, and Ty, the commissioners got heated today.
Linda, when certain commissioners said certain things, I forgot where I was for a moment because the language got that graphic. In the end, commissioners voted to take away $200,000 from Commissioner Hall's budget. It's never been done before, and some say it sets a bad precedent.
We going to court, y'all. Watch and see. We gonna waste some more taxpayer money.
Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arrington said his colleague's historical decision Wednesday will only cost Fulton County more money in the end. Commissioners who voted to take $200,000 away from Commissioner Natalie Hall's budget said they did it to help pay Hall's former staffer Calvin Brock. A federal judge awarded Brock close to $1 million after Brock accused Commissioner Hall of firing him because he ended their sexual relationship. A majority of these commissioners think some of that money should come directly from Hall's budget.
This sets a bad precedent. This is a bad deal, and the voters will have the opportunity to hold all of us accountable, or those that are up for election, in less than 90 days.
Commissioner Hall will be on the ballot. She didn't say a word as her colleagues discussed what she did.
The taxpayers are footing the bill, whether it comes from the District 4 budget or whether it comes from the risk fund or whether it comes from any other line item.
I think a normal employee we would have fired for sure. They would have lost their job.
Now, it's important to mention that elected officials cannot fire other elected officials, and commissioners today certainly sounded like they were inviting voters to have the final say on this because voters can hire and fire. We're live outside the Fulton County Government Center. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action.
So guys, you heard the clip. Now what happens is this. As you heard on the clip, the lady said anybody else will be fired, which that's what the hell I was thinking, because I would fire her ass. But she can't be fired because she was an elected official. This is why Tiffany Henyard out in Dolton, Illinois can't be fired, because Tiffany Henyard is so dusty that she's an elected official, so she cannot be fired. They're trying to get her to resign, but she can't be fired, all right? So this lady is sitting there in shame. You've cost the county $1 million because of your silly, stupid mistake, because you couldn't stop getting your cheeks clapped, okay? What is this showing me? This is further showing me and other black men who are reporting on the issues that some of these sisters are just as, let's say, strong or controversial or doing whatever the hell they want as men are, okay? In the government, we're seeing a lot of this. Fannie Willis, Latoya Cantrell, Tiffany Henyard, Monique Owens, okay? Doing whatever they want. And especially when they married. You heard she answered the phone, told the girl, oh, I'm his fiance. You got a husband already, you're married. You are married. How are you doing that when you're married? You don't care. And that's the situation. You don't care. You don't give a damn at all. And sitting up there, and they want to get rid of her. Anybody else, she would be fired. You're right. And she need to be fired. But that's why they act like that, because they believe that won't nothing happen to them. Now, black men, I'm gonna let you know this. That would never happen for your ass, for the most part, okay? They'll find a way to get you up out of there. But some of these sisters got it made out here. They got it made. And I'm warning you, brothers, in the business and these other things, keep your things off of them, okay? Keep your PPs out of them. Leave them alone. It's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well at all. Some of these sisters are doing whatever the they wanna do. Can't nobody tell them anything. I hate to see it. I see what it's doing to the community. I will hope that other sisters learn from it, but you can't help them. Just sit back and be like, That's all you can say. That's all you can say. Cause it don't make no goddamn sense. It don't, okay? You're gonna hire the dude, he had a salary about $125,000 a year. Then you're gonna fire him with the money that ain't in your business, all right? Then you're gonna cost taxpayers the money to do stuff. Now they have less of a budget cause you can't keep your clothes on. That's a goddamn shame, ain't it? Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Preacher Friday, you sorry, Bell, we're out.